Let's go to our starting lineups now for the USC Trojans. Katie McGarry will be a power hitter. Kathy Stuckel will be the setter, the floor general. Karen Olson, number 11, will be in the lineup, as will Margaret Grant, Tana Vanderway, and Dana Smith. For UCLA, Jeannie Beaupre will be the setter and floor general, with Linda Robertson adding a lot of confidence with her power hitting. Patty Orozco, Kathy Hurst, Cami Chalmers, and Stacy Britton rounding out the starting six for UCLA. And as you look at your screen, USC will be playing to the left, UCLA in the white jerseys. To your right, that is our referee for this competition, Wink Davenport. And as his gestures become important to you, we will explain what he is signaling as it influences the game.
Now, one thing that Chuck Irby told me before the game, they're going to try to serve very tough on UCLA, because one of the problems with UCLA has been all year is their passing, and Chuck feels that he can start out and get a big lead by serving tough. He's going to instruct his girls to really serve a hard ball, so let's see what happens when he comes out.
USC, UCLA, well attended here at Pauley Pavilion. You're listening to Leandra Riley, Chris Marlowe, and Ann Myers. Ann Myers played volleyball for 2 years for UCLA, but of course you're better known for your basketball ability in this outstanding facility. And the service right now belongs to the USC Trojans. That is Karen Olson putting it over. Hurst with the fake, and oh, what a kill! What a kill for Orozco. She puts it away. It is now side out. 0-0 is your score. Best of 5 is the competition here for the national title. Orozco serving it over. Good dig up with Tana Vanderway with the fake. No over. Orozco gets a good reception there. Beaupre putting it down, but it is answered and out of bounds. So another kill for UCLA. 1-0 is your score in game number 1 in this best of 5 national championship.
That's interesting. They're serving Margaret Grant, number 8. That's who they want to work on. That's the weak link in the received serve for USC. So watch them, UCLA, serving number 8, Margaret Grant.
USC's Tana Vanderway spiked it through the block. And now we see Katie McGarry serving it. Orozco letting it go, and while she did, it was out of bounds. And now Hurst will be the server. Kathy Hurst, the middle blocker, 6th senior. Off the net, but it was inside the antenna. It was perfectly legal. Good left-handed hit by Robertson. She's dynamite from that left side. There's Davis putting it down. Because it came off the block, it is good for USC, and we will have a side out.
One big difference that UCLA does not do as well as SC is pass the ball, and SC really gets the ball up in the air well, so the setters can get underneath for a good set.
Kim Ruddens with the service. Kathy Hurst taking the short set. Thomas puts it down, and it is good. They could not get to it. A surprise drop shot by Cami Chalmers. Effective move, and gives Jeannie Beaupre the service.
The substitution coming into the game, Tana Vanderway. Now she's a strong hitter. She always comes in, plays the front row. Won't play in the back row too much. 6'3".
And we have a net violation by USC, so the points will go to UCLA. 2-0 now. The score in favor of UCLA. Jeannie Beaupre serving. Good short to short center. Dink by Cooper. Awesome two-man block.
UCLA's really come out fired up. Jeannie Beaupre, one of the better servers on the team. She's serving tough, right into the seam. There it is, right down the middle, making the serve receiver move.
That was a nice save by Tana Vanderway.
Good outside hit by Robertson. Bumped up. Stuckel with the set. She's in control. Has to shovel it over there because it was a third hit. Good short set to Cami Chalmers. She puts it down, but USC scrapes it off the ground. Set to a dig to Cami Chalmers. Beaupre and Chalmers are awesome.
On those last 3 series, UCLA each time, great saves by USC, but they went straight to the middle each time. Obviously, USC is not getting any blocks up on top in the middle.
UCLA has just called a timeout. Evidently, Andy Banikowski wants to change something in their strategy, although 4-0 appears effective to me.
Well, actually, I think it was SC that called the timeout. Irby wanted to stop the momentum. It looked like Andy Banikowski's telling him to keep doing the same things. Chuck wants to settle them down. He's got a couple young players, and calling the timeout to give them a chance to rest and get their heads into the game.
4-0 is the score. UCLA on top in game number 1. Jeannie Beaupre. The crowd the momentum going. Interesting alignment for UCLA. They're accommodating Jeannie Beaupre's setting capabilities. There'll be a major shift.
Okay, that's one of the things I was talking about. USC's young players, they're serving McGarry, and Grant. And those are the two freshmen.
And they came back at the surprise to UCLA, who will be side out. We have another substitution here.
Okay, this is what USC always
And
does.
Lopez is coming in the game.
Good hitter blocker. She plays the front row, and Karen Olsen plays the back row.
Dana Smith is serving. Beaupre in the short set. No, she won't do it. Robertson comes from behind, picks it up. Nice save by Hurst. Again, Hurst has to go back out of bounds, but Beaupre gets it. And it is shoveled over by UCLA. Stucco on the long set to the outside. Down. What a hit. I'm sorry, by Emily Lopez. Lopez puts it down.
That's what she's in there for. She's a great hitter blocker. She's an All-American, and she can really do it at the net.
Good long ball spiker. Long set to the outside. It is defensive. Good hit by Stacey Britton from the left outside corner.
UCLA is really mixing up their sets. They're setting outside and inside, and SC is not getting over to block. They're having a single block.
Saying it was outside the antenna. I believe that was the ruling. Correction, they called a double hit on UCLA. So the point goes to USC. They're finally on the scoreboard, 1-5. USC serving. Nice shot by Stucco, but it's in the crowd. They can't get it. It will be side out. 5-1. UCLA serving. You're looking at Kelly Chalmers. Nice floater serve. No top spin. No drop. He zigzags over the net. Beaupre with the set. She just elects to go behind. And Britton puts it down for UCLA.
USC is playing very tentative right now. One of the problems they're having is they're not passing the ball up to the net. You must do that in volleyball. You must pass the ball up to the setter. See if Stucco gets a good pass there and see what she can do on offense. Another poor pass.
6-1. Chalmers serving for UCLA. There's a cross spike by Katie McGarry. Good spike by McGarry. Effective. Gets in the side out. 1-6 in game number 1. A lot of communication on the USC team. Stucco calling the plays and the formations. There's the up by Robertson. She elects to dink it over. Oh, the quick addition by Hurst. This is what I call a lob spike, trying to get it over the defenders. There's a short bad hit. Bad hit by Dana Smith. Double contact. You only lost contact the ball once on a reception. Now you're looking at Stacey Britton serving for UCLA. 6-1 is the score. Game number 1 for the national championship. Stucco with the up. Lopez tries to get it over. It's brought back. And UCLA's back under control. Now the short set. They get another point.
UCLA is really going to the middle very well today. They're having their one set, which is that short set, and they come down really fast on it. UCLA is not, or SC is not recovering on the defense.
And that service was low, and that serve in volleyball results in a side out. We also have a substitution here. Lopez swapping again with Olsen.
Olsen's a very good defensive player. She started on the team a couple years ago, but now she's used for defensive purposes. Good server, good defensive player. I see one of the things that UCLA knows is that USC figures that they're going to set outside to Roscoe and Robertson a lot of the time, so they're working the middle and doing it effectively. They're serving very well.
They're hot tonight in Pauley Pavilion. Well, they should be. There's over 5,000 spectators here in Pauley Pavilion, and that sets a record for women's volleyball attendance. We'll have an official count a little later on, but over 5,000 right now is the estimate. Dana Smith taking it and right through the block. She gets it down. She's awesome from the side. She's really good. Comes in cross court down the line. She can do it all.
She's their most effective hitter, leading hitter during the year, 13 kills per match, and they'll look to her for a lot of their sets.
Katie McGarry serving in a 1-8 ball game. USC on the short end of that. It bounced off of her, so it'll be USC's point. 2 serving 8 in game number 1.
UCLA has almost taken over the match in the sense, as you said, Chris, earlier, because of their serving. They're hitting the right passes, but UCLA is really setting well.
They're smooth right now.
By Britton. She goes to the outside. So a third point for USC.
Interesting to note, in the semifinal match, USC started off like this. They were a little tentative, and then they came on. We'll see what happens right now.
Katie McGarry is still serving for the Trojans. They came right back at him. Connor Vanderway and Dana Smith doubles up on the block there and gave her right back to UCLA.
The big difference on that was that USC got 2 blockers up instead of 1. They're now jumping 2 in the middle, and that means that UCLA is going to have to go outside.
4 serving 8. Both with the spike. USC can't get to it. Tough break for Margaret Grant. She dove for it. Not quite there, so we will have a side out. Kathy Hurst will serve for the Bruins. 8-4, UCLA on top. That service is wide and long. Side out.
SC in their semifinals against Hawaii beating, or not in the semifinals, but to get into the Final Four against Hawaii.
They didn't see it.
They didn't call it. Jeannie Beaupre with the service, 9-4, 15 points is game. Stuka with the back set. And Dana Smith comes in again. Both sides, right or left. She's good.
That's one of the plays I was talking about at the top of the show that Chuck said he was going to run. That's Chuck Irby, the USC coach. It's a misdirection. The center sets back over her head, and the spiker spikes it on the right side. Good play.
Because UCLA had no blockers up on that.
Right.
Dana Smith fights hard to get her service. She just served it over. A good push dink by Cammie Thomas. She's good at directing the ball. Good block by Thomas and Robertson. Nice up by Hurst. See if they can bring it back into action. Robertson will take it. From a deep spike, that's Hurst bringing it up. It's over on a free ball. Free ball meaning no spike or dink involved. Long volley. Stuka on the short set. Robertson quick. Right through the block. Volley. Right through the block. USC couldn't get over quick enough to cover that block up.
Those are the kind of rallies you have to win. Long rallies, they're momentum builders, and the team that wins the long rallies usually wins the match.
Linda Robertson serving for UCLA. 9-4 is the score. 15 is game. Stuka with the set. Marcus nice shot by Chalmers and Orozco. And looks like USC is calling their second timeout with the score 10-4. UCLA on top. UCLA with the service.
Well, I'm sure Chuck...
Going out of bounds, and that's how SC's gaining that momentum.
Andy Banikowski hoping that his calling a timeout will break the momentum of USC service. The score is now 8-13. It was 13-5 when they got the service. Let's see how Margaret Grant reacts to the break. She reacts quite well. She gets it over. Both praise with the dink set. And they put it down nicely. That was Britton putting it into the left-hand corner. Good move by Britton, and she gets the service.
I think they saved themselves on that one.
Nice dropping serve. Stuka with the back set. Again, they had to fluff it over. The set may be a little too close to the net. Beaupre, oh, it is blocked back nicely by Margaret Grant. Oh, what a save!
Great play by Grant.
Oh.
Phenomenal defensive play in the backcourt.
It was a very alert play because Beaupre, instead of setting the ball back up, hit that one, and Grant was right there.
14-8, this is game points. If they can win this point, they'll go into game number 2. Connor Vanderway putting it down. They say it is good. It is tied out, so USC stays alive with 1 point remaining in this ball game. 8 serving 14, and Lopez has the service. That's Connor Vanderway, the lady who saves the game right now at 14 for USC. Anna Marie Lopez, nice steady service, bad up, they're calling it a double contact. When you hit that forearm dig, it can only contact your body once, and it bounced twice. Once off the left arm, then off the right, so it's an illegal contact. 9 serving 14. USC effectively closing the gap this late in the ball game. There's Britton with the nice set. Orozco having to dink it over because it's a little close.
SC, as you said, no communication, very indecisive, and nobody wanted to set the ball.
Tough break for USC that had the momentum going, and it's now 14-9. This could be game point. Patty Orozco serving it. Lopez takes it, Stuka sets it, takes it over, and UCLA couldn't quite handle the short spike, so it would be a side out, and USC gets yet another chance with Katie McGarry behind the service line.
McGarry's really not getting any, she's a left-handed hitter, and she's hitting the ball right-handed. She's off balance a lot of the time, which is not helping.
And she's also on the side. Her and Dana Smith, 2 powerful. Really nice in the cross court. Wow, power. Kathy Hurst with the service for UCLA. Game point steal for the third time, 14-9, and that one, I believe, will rule as good. Tana Vanderway, second time tonight, taking the game at 14 for USC. Tana Vanderway with the service.
You notice how easy the side out comes when
USC started out with a good pass that time.
Point number 1 for USC. First time they've led in these 2 games tonight.
That's the key. I'm sure Chuck told them during the break, come out and serve tough, get aggressive, because that's what they need to get back into this match.
Katie McGarry with the service. There we see a nice outside hit by Orozco. Dana Smith, she can put it down. She can get it to the sides, to the corners, and that was right in the middle of the donut hole. Point number 2 for USC. Katie McGarry serving for the third time. Trojans leading. And we have a good spike. Patty Orozco getting the service. Good spike, went into the blockers. Didn't get it back over the net, so 0 serving 3. Patty Orozco with the service. With the set on the outside. Smith taking it over, but it did not get over the net. So it will be point for UCLA, rather. 1 serving 2. Orozco with the service.
SC has got to start getting their sets a little bit more away from the net. They're too close, and the hitters are having a little bit more problem.
Oh, nice shot by Hurst, right in the center. She put it down, and Katie McGarry could not get to it.
You know, one of the problems is when USC finally gets a good pass, the setter is tempted to use the middle, and she's setting it so close that the hitters can't spike. And what they have to do is get that passing. That's the whole key for them.
Orozco serving into the net. We have a substitution now. Kim Ruddens coming in the game for Tana Vanderway. Tana plays the front, Kim Ruddens the back, and of course the service, she has it right now. Our score, 2-2 in game number 2. UCLA winning the first game. There's a good set to the side. Robertson takes it at the back and comes back, but Robertson did not see it. She thought her defender in back was going to get it. Not so. So 3-2. USC once again.
Well, Britton will stay out for a while, and we'll see how that works.
Bad up by Grant, but USC salvages himself with a free ball. Beaupre smacking it hard, but it's sent right back by effective blocking by Vanderway. And then another good block by the Vanderway-McGarry team, 2 in a row. And they really scrambled out of a bad passing situation off the service. Side out, USC winning this game 7-3. Katie McGarry with the service. Beaupre, next cross-court spike, but a nice dive by Grant.
Grant's playing some great defense in the backcourt. That's about the 4 saves she's made.
Olsen gets to the middle line, her face literally. It goes into the net. Dana Smith can't help her out. Tough break for USC. Side out. UCLA trailing 3-7. Orozco with the service for the Bruins.
That's the kind of heads-up play you don't want to see on your team.
Duka, well, she didn't get over. I thought she would. It was so close to the net, she really couldn't get good position on it. There's Robertson. She's got her heads up now. If that thing's coming back at her, she's not going to let it drop again. Dana Smith with a spike right into the center.
I think she missed that one. It just spun off her hand, and UCLA couldn't get back to it.
Why is it when she plays and she spikes, it goes in? When I miss it and when I spike, it goes bananas. Another substitution. Vanderway coming out. Kim Ruddens coming in for the service. Vanderway and Ruddens consistently substituting for each other, back line and front line. Ruddens will take in for the back line rotation now. And that was an effective block by Ducal and Grant.
You'll notice the problem now is UCLA is not passing the ball to the net. They're not getting the ball in where they can run the middle. They're short, quick sets in the middle, and it's hurting them. There's another bad pass.
Susie Crone with the set. From the outside, Robertson down the line. It is off the block. And it will result in a side out. UCLA serving USC 3-8.
She's been plagued by chronic back injuries her whole career, and the extra rest, she gets to sit down and helps her out a lot in the front row.
Good service by Olsen. Took with a short set. Vanderway puts it down, but UCLA was waiting for it. Orozco going right into the block, and the block sending her right back to her.
The thing that UCLA has to do, they have to start talking too, because SC is getting 2 blockers up, and if the hitter knows that, they'll have a tendency either to use the blocker or hit off them.
They're not running the middle. That's their problem. They're not setting that short set. There it is.
Nice up by Orozco. Double contact, though. They call it an illegal hit. Side out. USC leading this ball game 11-5. 15 is game. UCLA, of course, winning game number 1.
Interesting note on the statistics. First game, USC only had 2 blocks. The entire game. They already have 5 stuff blocks this game, so they're doing a much better job of blocking right on the line.
I'd have to agree. That was right on the line. A nice ace for Susie Crone coming in off the bench. 6 serving 11, and Chuck Irby says, timeout, ladies. I don't want anything hitting the ground.
Well, it's interesting that Chuck calls a timeout after one single point. He knows what an ace can do. It can get the momentum going. So he's just telling him to take a timeout. And UCLA, that's the type of play that can turn it around. So we'll just have to see when they come out of the timeout. Everybody taking a swig of Gatorade.
Something that makes a difference between this game and game number 1. UCLA is relying on their bench much more.
So they have to, I think, too, because SC is serving the ball so much better, and their defensive backcourt has to get better.
Wants an ace. And an ace in any sports is a perfect serve with its own answer. Nice block by UCLA. Dana Smith on the set. Stukel from the outside. Nice southpaw strike. But UCLA is ready for it. Stukel on the set all the way across to Lopez. She hits it. It is out of bounds. Side out. Call the touch. Oh, they're calling off the block. When the referee or the umpire rubs their fingertips, that means it brushed off the fingertips. And there you're looking at Wink Davenport as he receives a loud boo.
Well, the ball was right in front of him, so he has a good view of it.
Crone with a nice set, nice dink over by Chalmers, and it comes right again, right back down at Robertson. They are shutting her down in that corner by the net. 13 serving 6, and Andy Banikowski has probably just called this timeout. 13-6 USC over UCLA. A complete flip-flop of what we saw in game number 1. There's Andy Banikowski.
The momentum really changes so quickly in the game of volleyball, and the one big difference, or two big differences, is that UCLA is not serving the ball like they were in the first game, and SC is serving the ball, and UCLA is not getting the passing.
All right, earlier we mentioned that there was a off-the-block call. Let's take another look.
As you can say, it just comes off.
I don't know.
Hands.
What do you think?
I don't know. It looked like it would have been a long ball, and Lopez has been hitting the ball long, too.
I'm not telling.
I'll tell you, from that angle, I couldn't tell. She must have had an awfully long fingernail.
I'm just glad I'm not a ref.
For that call, me too. Robertson from the never makes it over. 14-6, USC now in the position of game point.
That's UCLA's 9th error. That call really didn't make that much difference because USC is just dominating this game. One call doesn't make it, and SC is just rolling.
Robertson with the pass. Bad pass at that. They have to give a free ball by Chalmers. Stukel with the set. She decides to go nice and set. Out of bounds. Nobody touched it on the block, so UCLA stays alive at game point. 14-6. Coop coming in the game for the net service. Crone coming out.
Lopez tried to use the push it, the ball off the block that time, and didn't get the block or the call for it.
Coop, Chalmers, and Robertson at the net for UCLA. Stukel with the spike over the top, and for that matter, another point for UCLA. 7 serving 14. Here's a drive that has to keep going if they want to take game number 2. Jeannie Beaupre with the service. Oh! Not a time to have that kind of trouble.
That killed their rally.
Too many mental errors. And the serve is a mental error.
That's their 10th error in this game.
Shouting, we only need 1. Nice short service. Orozco takes it. Beaupre on the back set. Robertson spikes it. Never over. That's it. This ball game is over for USC. We are now tied. 1 game apiece. USC taking game number 2. 15-7. So UCLA, USC are all tied up. Got to win 3 to win the national title. She found the ground.
What a great spike by Dana Smith.
I think Smith wanted that bad.
I think it's up to him. You can see it in her face. Okay, substitution down the way and Rudden. Going for the usual ritual. Rudden's coming in to serve. I question this strategy only because in the late goings, when they've used up their 3 substitution rule, Vandeweghe or Rudden is going to get stuck doing something they haven't done much in the game. And that could make or break a team. Dano, nice ball, nice return there. Roscoe setting it up. Beaupre's going to hit it on 2. She does, and it is long. Nobody touched it on the block. Point for USC, 5 serving 7.
UCLA got caught standing a little bit. Beaupre had to come over and hit a set that was way far off, and she didn't realize she had to hit it, and UCLA got caught up in the front court a little bit.
Rudden still with the service. Beaupre with the up. Britton with the set right to the short center. Again, Beaupre putting it down. Dana Smith from the corner. She puts it down the line. Tough break for Stacey Britton. She came in from out of bounds thinking she could cut it off if it came down short, but it didn't. It came in medium long. Hit the ground.
Dana Smith is a great hitter. She sees that line really well if it's open.
And hard. Ooh. Both plays, a lot of spikes. Double contact over UCLA. Andy Banikowski saying, let's call a timeout with our score at 7-7.
SC is really hitting the ball well off their spikes and their kills, and they're seeing the blockers much better.
Well, they're getting a lot of opportunities now because UCLA, what they're doing, they're setting the middle, but they're hitting the ball off the block. They're not getting the kill, so USC's running their offense, and Dana Smith's had 3 or 4 chances, and she's put them away, and that's the way you score points. You got to make the most of those opportunities.
Banikowski trying to psych the girls up. Nina Matthews, the assistant coach there, she's a very vocal young lady for USC, or UCLA rather, always shouting things from the bench, very concerned expression. This is Cami Chalmers, another vocal player for UCLA.
Well, Nina herself was an All-American here at UCLA and a very aggressive player.
Kim Ruddens is back in action. Oh, that ball just cleared the net by a hair. Nice hit by Chalmers. It danced on the net, went back over. Olsen setting it up. Stuka putting it down, but they blocked it. Beaupre setting it up. Robertson from the corner. He puts it down. It goes into the net. 8-7, USC.
They got to set Robertson closer on a play like that. She's so far off the net, you can't see the block, and that's one of the best things she does is tool the block, so they have to put her a little closer.
To break things up a little bit, Andy Banikowski has decided to put Maria Connolly back in for Kathy Hurst. Not so much that Kathy Hurst is doing anything wrong, but maybe just to shake UCLA a little bit.
I just heard Kathy Hurst say to the coach, what's the matter? So I don't think she was too happy about coming out.
I'll tell you what's the matter. They're down by 1, and they were up by 3. Robertson from the corner. Nobody was there. It was off the block, so she saved the day for UCLA.
Gary, Lopez, and Grant. 3 good blockers up there.
Roscoe off the block. Nice set by Vandeweghe. Stuka behind set.
Great play.
Nice blocking there by UCLA.
That's a great play. What happened was there was a lift called in the backcourt on that play. The ball went to UCLA.
Well, serving 10. 15 is game. Callie Chalmers with the service for UCLA. Her team on top by 2. Game number 3. Connor Vandeweghe. Long pass. That's set. Tough situation for USC. They should have called maybe an illegal hit there. Anna Marie again. Bad offense by USC. They're not passing accurately. Beaupre with the next 2 sets to Roscoe. She puts it over, but a good block by McGarry. And they answer it again.
This is a key rally. Key rally in the match.
Nice move by Maria Connolly. You had mentioned earlier, Chris, in the first game that there was another long rally. And you said right now, game number 4. Let's recap quickly. Game number 1 went to UCLA 15-9. Game number 2 went to USC 15-7. UCLA came back and took number 3 15-10. And right now they're on top 9-8 in game number 4. These are really some key points here because obviously it's do or die for USC because if UCLA wins this game, it's over. And so, as Chris had mentioned earlier, this is a great rotation for UCLA. They're getting points. Robertson and Shamlis serving, and SC has got to start passing the ball and getting some good sets and some spikes.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Stuka go to Lopez here. This is a pretty good rotation for SC, too. Watch Lopez in the middle, see if she gets the ball. Nope.
Tammy Chalmers with the service. Nice dig by Stuka, but it's right up by Coop. Not enough, though. Good little play by Coop. She was right there, a little bit out of position, but at least she got it up in the air. All right, Margaret Trent has the service. Her team trading now 8-9. Game number 4. They're down by 1 game. Beaupre with the set. Connolly with the fake. Keith with the spike. And a nice up by Grant, but all the way over. Too long of a pass. Beaupre with the short set. Connolly puts it down. Catches USC off guard. Katie McGarry couldn't get to it. Beaupre spotting, and well, she should be. Good move. Crone and Coop again swapping position. Crone coming in for the service. She's still definitely to bring the ball back to UCLA side. It was a nice play by Oroso. It's a very smart play that she could have gone up and killed that ball, but she bumped it back for the three hits, and Beaupre made a nice set. Stuka with her magic fingers setting up Tana, but they found a violation on the UCLA side. Evidently, somebody went over the line. So the service goes to Anne-Marie Lopez. 8-9. Nice call by Crone. Connolly shovels it over. They want to have any free balls at this point in the game. Nice one-handed set by Stuka to Vandeweghe. She says it was good, but off the block. The ball went out.
Well, she's mad because her spiker hit it out. She gave a perfect set with no block and she hit it out of bounds. That's what she's mad about.
Anna Marie Lopez, Stucco going behind her now to McGarry. Off the block. This time Robertson has coverage though. Both are coming back. Nobody could get to the rebound. Tough break.
Nice block by Vandeweghe right there.
Very nice block. Almost if both players had gone down the line, UCLA might have had a better chance of getting the ball up.
And they're spiking into their blockers. They're not really backing themselves up on UCLA. That one was between the blockers. We have a side-out situation now. Maria Conley will serve. Maria's seeing a lot of action in game number 4.
She's playing well. That's why.
Good service. Stucco with the set. Dan Smith right in. Couldn't direct the radar inbound, so side out for USC. 8 serving 9. Vandeweghe with the service. Now, we have not seen him serve today. She frequently substitutes for Kim Rudden, but Ruby's changed his strategy.
Could be, too, because of the fact that maybe the rotation is over. But
she might have substituted the three subjects.
One-on-one, and she just got a good block and put her hands up.
Oh, they've played each other 3 times. She sees Stucco go up, and Robertson's right there anticipating the play and stuffs it down.
Robertson's only 5'8", while Stucco's 6'2", so she really did an awesome job there. Robertson going up against Stucco again, or rather. Couldn't quite do it. Side out, 8 serving.
Made that play all possible. Was a great pass from the backcourt. And both players could have gone either way. She decided to go with the short set, and they put it away.
That is so true, that pass. It's got to put the setter up nicely so she can give the spikers a good shot. Lopez putting it away. Nobody was ready for that one in UCLA.
What's happening now is both teams are a little tentative. Maybe gets an ace. Will take charge of this game.
Stucco with the service, Robertson with the up, Beaupre with the pass, and Alasko with the hit, but it went back off the block.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. I don't know if they're going to call it. It went off the blocker into the antenna. The ball should go to UCLA, but...
On the spike. Out on the spike. Point.
Nope. It looked to me like the ball went off Grant into the antenna and went out, but it's hard to tell without...
Well, we're not at the perfect angle.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
To determine that. Nice short set by Beaupre. Coup puts it down, but Stucco is there. There's Lopez going right to the ball. Nice up by Vandeweghe, but it's outside the antenna. Tough break through the yes section. Sophomore. Sorry, Thomas.
That point might have gone to USC. I think that the players were calling it out, but Vandeweghe went for the dive and put it up in the air, and it was out of bounds.
When you have yourself committed, it's so hard to pull back.
Plus, it's loud in here. You can't hear your teammates help you.
You're right. It is very loud in here. Margaret Grant putting that last one down. Stucco putting this one down. Vandeweghe on the dive. Stucco with the set. McGarry with the spike. Get it. 9 serving 9. A side out. And this is a traffic jam if I have ever seen one in women's volleyball. It's probably taken us 10 minutes to go to the last 2 points. Beaupre with the set. It's easy to see now why he left her in. What a play by Maria Conley. Substitutionary Britton going in for Coop.
Every time UCLA is getting a good pass, they're sticking with that one set, which is that short set to the middle hitter, and they're putting it away.
This is a move that could make or break UCLA. He's taking out Crone. He's putting Britton back in. That means Crone, I don't believe, can come back in. Britton is in. She plays well. They'll win. If she doesn't, then he might be second-guessed.
Grant with the pass, Stucco with the set, Vandeweghe with the spike, the block, nice back up there by Chalmers. And a good signal by Beaupre, but McGarry upset. Todd Vandeweghe passes it over the net. Alasko with the spike, but it comes back on the UCLA side. It's over the side out. Still at 9-9 in game number 4.
One thing that's keeping UCLA in is Linda Robertson's defensive backcourt play. She's just getting everything up in the air.
Lopez with the service for USC, 9-9 in game number 4. Chalmers, nice things on Maria Conley, but McGarry was there to answer it. There goes McGarry again over the block.
McGarry over the block.
And Chalmers couldn't quite get to it, though.
Nice play by McGarry. 15 kills.
Now, the reason Kathy Chalmers had to go out of bounds is because it did come off the block, so she tried to salvage it for her team. Her team had 9 touches. She couldn't let the ball go, but they did. So Anna Marie Lopez has put her team on top now, 10-9, 15 points this game. Good set by Britton, good hit by Beaupre, but it was answered by an awesome block of McGarry and Vanderway. Hit by Orozco. She goes right around the blocker. Orozco just put that away. It was a great. Beaupre just came cross court with it. Orozco was all by herself. And Orozco is by herself now behind the service line. Looks long, but they're going to tap it anyway. I guess it was good. McGarry with the spike. Maria Connolly was by herself. Nice up by Vanderway, but they had to give it on a free one. Good back set by Britton. Beaupre with the spike. Maria Connolly with the follow through. McGarry to the outside. Dana Smith. Nice up again for McGarry. Oh, this was awesome. Dana Smith right in. UCLA gets it. It gets the point. It is now 10-10. What a rally.
That was some excellent playing by both teams. Both teams digging and diving. Excellent playing by Connolly in the front line. Transition, getting off to pass the ball and putting the ball down. Good blocking.
6,000 plus fans on hand here at Pauley Pavilion to see this first NCAA Women's National Volleyball Championship right here on ESPN. Have we got a ball game tonight? Game number 4 in the best of 5. Katie McGarry with the service for USC. Score is 10-10. Good set by Britton to the outside. It's Linda Robinson down the line. This is very important right now. Last 3 or 4 times UCLA has gotten the ball, they have not been able to score a point. And every time they get the ball, they've got to be able to take advantage of that, and they haven't. Connolly with the service. I'm impressed with that little Robertson. She's only 5'8" and goes up against those big guns. She doesn't care. Oh, 2 players fighting for it. Robertson. And what a rally at center. She just did a roundhouse. I don't believe that happened. Okay, they've got the game back under control here. Katie Smith with the dink. Maria Connolly with the oh, the short set. It's effective. Chalmers gets it over. Cross court. Duke with the left hand goes over the blocker. Nice up. Nice set. Robertson. Nice job. Okay, Smith picks it up. This is a rally for rallies. Oh, 2 players. Oh, it's off the USC side. Fortunately for UCLA. Tom Vanderway with the set. Duke puts it down. UCLA answering it. Robertson again now. Cross court. Lopez is ready for it now. Duke setting it up. Dana Smith taking it on 2 on a lob spike.
They're both right here.
They're getting tired. They're not jumping as high or as fast. Oh, what a rally. Stuka taking it on 2. UCLA not expecting it.
Great play.
USC. Oh, he's applauding. He's happy. His team is coming back.
That was a phenomenal rally.
Listen to the crowd. Look at them. They loved it. Oh, thunderous applause here at Pauley Pavilion. What a game. Tana Vanderway serving in the mayhem. 10-10 the score. Tammy Chalmers to Lopez. Now Stukel jump sets it back to Dana Smith. Down. And they break UCLA with their rally. Looks like it. 11-10. Andy Banikowski calling timeout.
I think Andy waited 1 point too long. When you lose a rally like that, he should have called timeout at 10-10. His girls were obviously gassed. They were all leaning over, taking the mandatory 8 count. And he should have called timeout. But sometimes it's easy to second guess after they come and...
Andy, you played a long and arduous season yourself in volleyball. You know what it's like to go all the way. Your team, when you were playing for UCLA, came in 3rd and 2nd, respectively, I think, while you were there. When you get to this late in the season, how good is your conditioning in the late going?
Oh, very important. As you can see in a rally like this, it's just unbelievable. Because a lot of people, I don't think, realize how in condition you have to be for volleyball. It's such a fast-paced game. You are always moving in the backcourt, the front court. You're jumping, your legs are tired, and you have to be in great condition in order to last.
A lot of jumping going on here tonight, including the score. It is now 11-10, USC on top. Good fake, both players putting it down, and out.
Looked like a liner. I think a liner.
They said it was on the line. Looked to me like it was out, but I'm not officiating with a side out. Both play with the service now. That's the kind of rally UCLA needed. Now they have to capitalize on it. McGarry with the out. Dana Smith with the spike. It looks long.
USC girls are begging for a touch. That's a touch off the hand, but they're not getting it. Dana thought she had it, but it was a little high.
So it's 11-11. 15 points this game. You must win by 2, however, if this game stays tied all the way up to 15. Anna Marie Lopez wins the bump. Dana Smith again with the spike off the block of Chalmers. Chalmers taking a dink going over. I call that a double hit. Robertson putting it down. 12-11. Momentum swinging UCLA's way. So Chuck there to keep up.
Well, the UCLA coach is saying get 3 more points, and the USC coach is saying get 5 more points. There he is with the 5. See his hand there? He's holding up the 5.
Swing fast. Let's go. Come on, defense.
He's telling him, come on. He's psyching him up. Keep it going. Or get it back, I should say.
Well, Chuck Irby's been there before. He knows the pressure. In fact, both these coaches have, with 6 national championships between them. This will break the tie.
3-3. Whoever comes out of this one comes out on top. But Chuck Irby is 24-0 in national championship competition. Not all through Andy Banikowski, who's 79-9. All right, we're back at action here. Both Prey with the set. Nice put down by Britton, and they say it was out, and UCLA wanted it to.
Seems to me that Stucco is doing that play much too much. She converted once off that long rally, but she's given UCLA a lot of opportunities by getting her left-handed shot picked up.
Beaupre with the set. Good fake by Thomas and a dink by Britton, but Bain is there to cover it. Margaret Grant with the spike. She picks herself up right there. Lopez turning around. Grant's going to come back for the spike. And nobody can get a piece of that. Again, we have side out. UCLA on top, 12-11. Grant, I think, thought there was going to be a block. Nobody really went up on her, and she hit high. Didn't hit down, and the ball went out. So Linda Robertson with the service for UCLA. Stucco pushing it down. She caught Britton up at the net. Britton left the gap. She should have pulled back. There's no need for her to stay that close, and Stucco capitalized.
That was a nice shot. She didn't use the left-hand swing that time. She pushed it over right-hand, a little change of pace.
Tammy Thomas putting it down. Stucco picking it up. Good hit by McGarry. Cross court set to Orozco.
Great play by Lopez, spiking over the net. She was right on that play.
Stucco with the service has brought her team back to a tie ball game. 12-12. Tammy Thomas also calling a double contact by Linda Robertson. So it is now 13-12. Great serve by Stucco. It just dropped right in the middle of the court. Stucco with the set. McGarry with the spike. Right through the block of Orozco and Chalmers. 14-12. They're up by 2. Game point right now. Watch where Stucco served the ball. She served in the middle of the court where Jeannie Beaupre is coming up the set. It's caused a lot of problems for UCLA. That time she didn't do it. Little deep, Maria Connelly. This could be it. Orozco. Aggressive after that. Spiking back. Stucco takes back set here. The call is ball serving 14.
Not the best choice by Anne-Marie. She had Grant right in front of her. She tried to back set all the way to McGarry, and it was a throw.
Well, you'll remember USC got the first point in this game. And the pass whoever has gotten the first point won the game. Right now they're ahead by 2. Orozco with the spike. Off the block, so a point for UCLA. Now down by 1, 13-14. UCLA's got one by 2.
I'm sorry, Leandra. SC had to get a free ball over. Smart play by UCLA. They had a good pass and were able to get a good spike out of it.
Stucco with the back set. Grant putting it down. Nice soft touch by Grant.
That was a great play by Grant. The ball was set outside the antenna. She had no angle. She used a little half hit, and it went right down. That could be the key to this game. That play right there.
This is game point for USC. Should they win, this series will be tied up at 2 games apiece. With an ace, and USC wins it. We are now tied up at 2 games apiece. USC taking games 2 and 4. UCLA taking games 1 and 3. The USC winner of game number 4, 15-13, will be back with game number 5 from Pauley Pavilion. Grant with the service. There's Chuck Irby looking concerned. In game number 5. Back set to Coop, who puts it right over the blocker. Stucco with the up. Anna-Marie Lopez with a bad pass to Tana Vanderweg. That's the right hand. They're back on the block. So it's a point for USC. 12-7. Too bad it kept the block. That ball would have been out. Grant to Beaupre to the outside. Orozco takes the hit. Beaupre setting again. This time she goes back to Cooper. Puts it right into the blocking hands of Anna-Marie Lopez. Cooper again. Lopez is really awesome on the jump there.
Lopez just taking control of the net. She's hitting, blocking.
13-7. Banikowski calling for a substitution. He's bringing Hurst back in the game for Maria Connelly. This is do or die time. Coop with the spike off the block. Stuka with the set. Outside to McGarry. Dana Smith backing up. Stuka with the set again. Out to McGarry. Right to the net. Can they do it? She calls it. Oh, good call there by Orozco. A little bit of a scramble. McGarry. That is it. USC is the first NCAA women's volleyball champion. Chuck Arby keeping his unbeaten championship record intact. He is undefeated in championship competition. USC the winners. After a grueling 5-game match, 15-7 your final score. Game number 5. Once again, because they got the first point, I guess they're going to win the game. Chuck Irby and Andy Banikowski congratulating each other. It was a hard-fought match. UCLA just couldn't bring themselves back up after that grueling 4th-game victory.
I agree with you. I think that was the key to the match. The 4th game, UCLA had a chance to win, but USC, you have to give them a world of credit because they hung in there. The crowd was against them. They came back. They won the 4th game, and the 5th game, they got a big lead, and then when UCLA came back, they withstood the challenge, and then they put it away. And you got to give a lot of credit to USC and UCLA for hanging in there, but USC was the better team tonight.
It was, well, again, the passing was the key towards the end of the games, and I think that that 4th game just took everything out of UCLA. They had the lead. They let NC back into it, and the 5th game proved it.
All right, we'll recap the action here from Pauley Pavilion. Don't go away. You want to hear more how UCLA became the first women's national volleyball championship for the NCAA.